With the first pick of the first round, the Colorado Rockies select Bob Banks, a two-way player.
Back now on MLB Network from Studio 3, it's Greg Amsinger with my guys, Yonder Alonso, Dan Plesac. A brand new Top 100 Prospect Rankings has been released, something we'd like to dive into around here. And, of course, there are some new exciting names to get to know. Now, guys, what does it mean to a young player to be named one of the top 100 prospects in baseball? Dan, what did it mean to you back in the day?
Heightened expectations, right? You kind of have a target on your back. Everyone in your organization knows, hey, you're the top dog. Everybody's coming after.
And you were that as a flame-throwing lefty. But what about you? You were a top prospect as well, Yonder.
Yeah, and there's some expectations, right? You run away from it or you accept it. When you put on those cleats, when you're on that field, you want to embrace that and let everybody know who you are.
The pressure's real. Hopefully they can handle it like the two of you guys.
What a milestone for this prospect, a two-way player making his professional. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Tavian Josenberger.
The left fielder, number 12.
Another
Tavian
full-count pitch.
Josenberger.
And it's crushed to deep left. And it one-hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double. Pretty clear he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Great swing, everything right on time. He squared it up really well. No surprise it turned into a double. Banks up now, trying to pick up his teammate by driving in a run. Big spot here. Pulls up on it, base hit, coming around third. Runner scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Two down and a runner at second base. Next to hit, Bob Banks. Singled and drove in a run the first time through. A laser into the outfield. And that's the end of the inning. One left on base. Digging in for the Bay Sox, Douglas Hodo. The 0-1. In the air, along the left field line. It falls in, and that's a hit. And it gets by. He turns and heads for second. Well, he flared that out into shallow left, and it's a really tough ball for the third baseman and left fielder to get to, as you saw. That's a fluky base hit. Might be a chance for them to start working their way back into this thing. A first-round pick in the recent MLB draft, so there's a lot of hope for what he will turn into at the MLB level. And a double puts runners at second and third with two out. No time wasted here. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it, just kept a nice bat pass through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. This one is labeled. And that should be extra bases. Around first, hustling for two. In with a double makes it 2 on the night. having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Not much to nitpick about that swing. 100. So 2 down. Frederick Bencosme will hit next. Ground ball, right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And that is going to bring the tying run to the plate. To the top of the order we go. Coming up to the dish for Chesapeake, Tavian Josenberger. 1-2 now. Ground ball, right side. Cordova steps on the bag. Ball game. Banks with a terrific day at the plate in his professional debut. He looked comfortable in the box, which isn't a given for players just starting their career in the pros. Some really nice poise, and we'll see how he carries that forward. Bob Banks, fresh off his first professional. The Bay Sox at the plate here in the second inning. Aaron Estrada getting ready to hit.
Estrada.
That one's soft to left field. That's down, one hops off the wall. Throw comes into second. Not in time, that's a leadoff double. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. He had a very impressive day at the plate in his Double-A debut, and I'm sure he liked this one. Swung on, hit very well, way back there. It slams off the bottom of the wall. In at second with a 1-out double. And one thing to notice here, he didn't fly open and overswing. Instead, he stayed back long enough to drive that one the opposite way. That's what made the double possible. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. It's this one to fairly deep center field. Nate George under it. That's out number 2. Stepping to the plate for Chesapeake, Tavian Josenberger. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 2 down and nobody aboard. That's a line shot for a base hit. Around first and heading for second. Not stopping, he's headed to third. The relay throw. He's in there. Hey! We hear a lot about how the numbers turn against the pitcher the third time through the order, and that might be what's happening here. Looking at the manager, he may have a decision to make. A frozen rope. It's pretty deep. And the inning is over. The go-ahead run aboard at first with nobody out. 2-2, here's the pitch. Ripped down the line for a base hit. Runner around third. Runner scores and they take the lead. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Right there we saw a fastball that was piped, and he was licking his chops as that thing was coming in. Great cut. Base hit.
Find the ball, find the ball.
Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And here at the plate, Benny Montgomery. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. 2 outs, tying and winning runs on base. Kick, the pitch, runner goes. In the air, right field. Ball game. Always nice to see a player at this level coming to the plate with a plan and delivering strong results. The team may have lost, but he held up his end. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Bob Banks. The first overall pick in the recent MLB draft, so there's a lot of hope for what he will turn into at the MLB level. Absolutely wrecked in the air to deep right center, and it's gone, a home run. Wastes no time on this one. So 2 down. Digging in now for the yard goats, Bob Banks. Hard grounder into the outfield for a hit. That keeps the inning going.
Wow, that ball was hit hard. Good job.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here's the left fielder,
Now
Bob
batting,
Banks.
left fielder,
He's already
Bob
homered in this
Banks.
ball game.
Go two.
And that should be extra bases. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. 1 run comes across, headed for the plate. Relay, throw home. Head first slide.
No, he's in there.
Safe at the plate. It's 8-0. 2 outs and runners at first and second. And now, Thomas Sosa. Swinging a high fly ball, sailing towards left center field, pretty deep. Just shy of a home run. The inning is over, and it could have been worse. The batter now, Bob Banks. Already a homer for him in this one. Base hit.
Find it.
And that keeps the inning alive.
Yeah. Great job right there.
And he continues this huge game, even if that one did. And now the center fielder, George. Here's a fly to center. Hobson under it. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game. Banks went deep for the first time in professional baseball, a really special moment. I have to smile as I wonder about what must have been going through his head on that trip around the bases. Hopefully we get to see many more of those from him.